Hello, welcome to Gulf Coast Wellness. I am Dr. Peter Shark. I wanted to make a quick video, hopefully it will be quick, just addressing whether or not the new CDC guidance on COVID and masking and isolation affects what we're doing here in the office. The super short answer is no. It's not going to change what we're doing in the office. So the new CDC guidance loosened up guidelines around masking and loosened up guidelines around isolation and quarantine. Really quickly, here at Gulf Coast Wellness, we are still requiring masks in the office at all times. So please do bring your mask and wear your mask. If you don't have a mask, we do have a mask tree. It's right inside the front door. Just to the left, you'll see a coat rack with masks hanging on it. All the masks on the rack are clean. Did somebody else wear them at some point? Yes, they did. But they've been cleaned and sanitized and put back up there. So if you want a brand new fresh mask, please bring your own. Otherwise, you can borrow one of our clean, sanitized borrow masks. The other factor is isolation and quarantine. There's a little bit confusing guidance coming from the CDC. I'm not going to go into the details of it, but I'll just tell you our guidance here in the clinic hasn't changed for coming in here. So if somebody in your home is sick and you don't know if they have COVID or not, please don't come in. If they are sick and they have tested negative and you are feeling fine, you can come in wearing a mask. Please wear the best quality mask you can. If you yourself are sick, please do not come in. We don't want anybody coming in with viral type symptoms until they get a negative COVID test or are definitely better. If you do have COVID, we're going to ask you to wait at least 5 days and then retest, get a negative test before coming in. Or if you don't want to test, you can wait 10 days. It doesn't matter what kind of test you use. You can use a home test. You can go get a PCR. That's not really as important to me. But we do want either a 10-day period from when you started getting sick or 5 days and a negative test. We're just trying to keep the spread of COVID down in the office because we do treat a lot of patients with multiple pre-existing conditions. That puts them at a very, very vulnerable level. And so we want to make sure to keep those patients safe. Now, if you can't come into the office, we can still do appointments on Zoom. For example, a new patient evaluation or an herb consult or something like that can still be done on Zoom. You don't have to come in person. If you're sick, it'd be great to do an herb consult on Zoom so we can get you something to help you get better faster. I know people are kind of sick of all the restrictions and difficulties, and I totally get it. I wish we could go back to the before times, but I would be even more upset if one of my vulnerable patients actually caught COVID in my office. I'm not willing to take that risk for them, so we please ask that you just think of them and let's all work together to keep each other safe. Thanks, and I will see you soon.